Hello, my name is Walter Pitluski, president of Barwalt Tool Company. I personally want to thank you for purchasing the new Ultra Grouting System. You have taken one of the most significant positive steps to speeding up the grouting process and improving your grout jobs. Let me introduce you to the new Barwalt Ultra Grouting System. First of all, we listened to all your comments and improved the design to give you the best grouting system for the money. First, we made the bucket larger to handle more water. This means fewer water changes between grouting. We added one more roller to speed up the sponge cleaning process. We cored out the rollers to help evacuate the water from the sponge while cleaning the sponge. We added brakes on two wheels to stabilize the bucket while in use. Very important. We toughened the whole design to make it last longer and wear better. We incorporated stronger materials like glass-filled nylon to make the high wear areas really resistant to wear. And this just means the system will be relevant and be able to use it longer. This is the best system for the money available anywhere. We are now going to show you how to utilize the Ultra Grouting System on a floor of white tile with black grout. And you'll see how easily the system works, how quickly it works, and how the job will not get away from you. You have total control, unlike ever before. Once you get used to this system, you won't go back to the old way. Okay, first of all, if you're using rubber spacers, take them out. If you're using our new Barwalt leave-in spacers, you can leave them in and grout over them. They're approved by the Tile Council of America to be left in. I'm wearing Barwalt original knee pads. I'm using the Barwalt UFF1 2000 float. Now we're going to fill the floor as you would normally do anyway. For this shot, I have used the Barwalt leave-in hollow spacers, and as you can see, we're grouting over them. As long as you follow the instructions, push them down as far as you can into the mortar bed, they will not present any problems. Obviously, you know how to grout, so you don't need my instructions. But the more perfectly you squeegee, the easier cleanup will be. The 2000 series float is made of the highest quality rubber, and it is uniformly respected in the industry. Obviously, the porosity of the tile, temperature, humidity, all of that is going to play into how long you wait. Because you're a journeyman and you've been grouting for many years, you'll be able to see when it's the right time to grout. But the secret of the system is to evacuate as much water out of the sponge as possible, and you'll be able to grout sooner, better, and more consistently. Okay, now the floor has been filled and allowed to set the proper length of time. And here's the sponge. We have filled the bucket 1 inch above the grate so we can pump out the sand and cement. Now I'm going to dip it, introduce water, and then I'm going to roll it. And the secret, once again, is to see how the rollers work? They get the water out of the sponge. And you want to get as much water out as possible before you put it on the floor. You lay it flat, and you just start moving it in a circular position. Tool the joints until they look good to you. If it's cushion edge tile, obviously you have to take the grout down further. If it's a sharp edge tile, you want them as flush as possible. This system is in so many trucks. So many contractors are so pleased with it because they now can spread more square footage. It won't get away from them, and they have more control over the joints. I wish I had this system when I was in the business. Everybody's using a sponge, and they're constantly wetting it and putting too much water on the floor. Consequently, they're hollowing the joints out too much. And especially in restaurants, you have an unsanitary joint condition, and it doesn't have to be that way. I have complete control. It's just too easy. We have now filled it, grouted it, and now we're waiting for it to set up. During this period, I have taken the bucket, washed it out, and put fresh water in there, which will make it easier to clean up. We're just waiting for it to take an initial set so that we can clean it off. Okay, now we're ready. We have clean water. I dipped the sponge. I'm getting all the water out I can. Very important, once again. Now I set it down diagonally and just drag. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Oh. Where was this 20 years ago? I have contractors that come up to me with stories of laying 1,000 feet of slate tile, and you know how hard that is to clean. And they use this system, and once they get used to it, they just won't grout any other way. And I'm using white tile and grout, black grout. This is the worst case scenario. If this were a tan grout, it would clean up even easier. This is the worst case scenario, and I chose this on purpose to show you how you can achieve that nice job without a lot of effort. It's just wonderful, wonderful. The rollers on this bucket are designed to span the joints and not make an impression in the joints, so you don't have to worry about rolling it around. And we've had some complaints where contractors say they try and get up using the bucket as a support and they knock the bucket over. Well, my answer to that is it wasn't designed for that in the first place. So if you must get up, don't use the bucket for support, please. I'm finding out here as I use this, if you apply more down pressure as you're pulling it, it seems to clean even better. Now that's something I didn't know before, but this is the joy of getting used to a new way of grouting. Yes, downward pressure. That's clean enough you don't have to even dust it. Which means you don't have to get back on the floor, you don't have to worry about your toe making an impression in the grout or your knee pads making an impression in the grout. These are all very important time-saving features that you will enjoy with this system. And it really thrills me to bring out a product that's going to help you in your daily toil. I watch helpers grout with a sponge and they just keep dipping it, turning it, dipping it, turning it, and they introduce way too much water on the joints, thus hollowing them out. These joints are perfect. The contractor will love you, the customer will love you, and the most important thing is the customer's perception of ceramic tile will go up. It's easier to clean. He's going to be more apt to spec ceramic tile in his next tile job, or more specifically, his next new house. Well, there it is. Now you have seen the Ultra Grouting System in action for yourself. You are going to be able to grout faster, better, cleaner than ever before. With this system, you will always have a consistent grout job. You will have less grout issues after the job is completed, no matter who you send out to do that grout job. Very important. You'll have consistency. Control and cleanup will always be a breeze. Thank you for watching our grouting video, and from all of us at Barwalt Tool Company, we thank you for your loyalty and continued patronage.